cot inverse of root 3. So first step equal to y. Second step, what is my range? All the values excluding 0 and pi. What is my third step? Root 3 equals cot to the other side. So I have cot y. So for what value of y is it root 3? If tan ku root 3 na 60, cot it will be 30. Correct? So y value is 30, which is pi divided by 6. So I have root 3 equals cot of pi divided by 6. So cot inverse of root 3 is going to be pi divided by 6. So y equals pi by 6 and it is in the range 0 to pi. Okay, very easy. Cos inverse of minus 1 by root 2, first step y, range 0 to pi including 0 and pi. Third step, minus 1 by root 2 equals cos y. For the calculation, I am going to omit the negative sign. So minus 1 by root 2 equals cos y. For what value of y is it 1 by root 2? 45 degrees. So I have y equals 45, which is pi divided by 4. But I also have to find out in which quadrant it is negative, correct? So I have 1 by root 2 equals cos of pi by 4 minus on both sides. Where is cos negative? All silver tea cups. Cos is negative in my second quadrant and the third quadrant. But what is my range? 0 to pi. Appa in the rendu quadrant la paakano. So I have to take my second quadrant. How can my value be in my second quadrant? Pi minus theta equals cos theta. Please watch my trigonometry videos from class 11. Okay, you'll understand this even more clearly. Idella naanga innum clear deep solli kuduthirken. I'm rushing because you guys know all these formulas. So cos of pi minus theta is cos theta minus cos theta. So I can write this as this. So this is cos of pi minus pi by 4, which is minus 1 by root 2. So this is minus 1 by root 2 equals cos of 4 pi minus pi, which is 3 pi by 4. So I have cos inverse of minus 1 by root 2 equals 3 pi by 4. Is it in the range 0 to pi? Yes. So y value is 3 pi by 4, which is in the range 0 to pi. Principal value. Okay. Cosecant inverse of minus root 2, first step equal to y. Range range is all the values from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 minus except the value 0. Correct? So what is my next step? Minus root 2 equals cosecant y. So for the calculation, I'll omit the negative sign. Root 2 equals cosecant y. For what value is it root 2? 45 degrees. So y equals 45, which is pi by 4. This is for the calculation. So what do I have? Root 2 equals cosecant of pi by 4 minus on both sides. So where is cosecant negative? All silver tea cups. Cosecant na I can also look for sine. So sine is positive in my second quadrant. It is negative only in my third and the fourth quadrant. We are dealing with pi by 2 and minus pi by 2. So I can only look at these two quadrants. So how can I write my value in my fourth quadrant? Cosecant of minus theta equals minus cosecant theta. Correct? So this I can also write it as cosecant of minus pi by 4 equals minus root 2. Taking cosecant on the other side, cosecant inverse of minus root 2 equals minus pi divided by 4. So what is my value of y? Y equals minus pi by 4 and it belongs to the range of minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 excluding the value 0. Okay. Question number 11. Tan inverse of 1 plus cot inverse of minus 1 by 2 sin inverse of minus 1 by 2. So first let me find the values individually, then I'll add them. Okay. So first tan inverse of 1 equals y. Okay. Either y in equate panna poren. So I have 1 equals tan y. For what value of y? Y equals 45, which is pi by 4. So I have 1 equals tan pi by 4. So tan inverse of 1 equals pi by 4. So this is my first value. Second I have cos inverse of minus 1 by 2 equals y. Now range cos 0 to pi. For tan it is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Remember? So this is in the range. Correct? 0 to pi is for the cos. So next step minus 1 by 2 equals cos y. For the calculation I will take 1 by 2 equals cos y. For what value? 1 by 2 na 60. So I have y equals pi by 3. So this is for calculation. So 1 by 2 equals cos pi by 3. minus, minus. So which quadrant is cos negative? All silver T cups. So second quadrant and the third quadrant. When we are dealing with 0 to pi, I have to look only at these two quadrants. So second quadrant it will be cos of pi minus theta equals minus cos theta. So I can write this as cos of pi minus pi by 3, which is cos of 2 pi by 3. So this will be minus 1 by 2. Appo cos inverse of 1 by 2 will be 2 pi by 3. Correct? Cos inverse of minus 1 by 2 is 2 pi divided by 3. I am also left with the sine function. Okay, don't forget that. So sine inverse of minus 1 by 2 equals y. What is the range? Minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Now minus 1 by 2 equals sine y. Where is sine negative? First calculation 1 by 2 equals sine y. So y equals 30 degrees, which is pi divided by 6. So I have minus 1 by 2 equals minus sine of pi divided by 6. Where is sine negative? All silver P cups. So we are dealing with pi by 2 to minus pi by 2. That is my range. So first and the fourth quadrant matuna. Fourth quadrant sine is negative. So I can write this as 1 by 2 equals sine of minus pi divided by 6. So I have sine inverse of minus 1 by 2 equals minus pi by 6. So ella value kandupidichacha. I'll put a box. So I need to substitute all the values. So tan inverse of 1 in a pi by 4 plus cos inverse of 1 minus 1 by 2 is 2 pi by 3 plus sine inverse of minus 1 by 2 is minus pi divided by 6. I need to calculate this. So let me do it here. So LCM first I'll find the LCM here. LCM is 12. So in that this is going to be into 3. So it will be 3 pi plus here I have to multiply by 4. So I have 8 pi minus I have to multiply by 2. So it will be 2 pi divided by 12. 8 plus 3 is 11. 11 minus 2 is 9. So I have 9 pi divided by 12. 9 pi divided by 12. 3 table upon I will have 3 pi divided by 4. Okay. So I'll write the final answer here. 9 pi divided by 12, which is 3 pi divided by 4. Okay. Twelfth question, cos inverse of 1 by 2 to sine inverse of 1 by 2. Now cos inverse of 1 by 2 first pannalama. So cos inverse of 1 by 2 equals y. What is the range? 0 to pi, including 0 and pi. Next, 1 by 2 equals cos y. What is the value of y? 60 degrees, which is pi by 3. So I have y equals pi divided by 3. So 1 by 2 equals cos of pi by 3. So cos inverse of 1 by 2 is going to be pi by 3. So this is my first value. Second value is sine inverse of 1 by 2. So sine inverse of 1 by 2 equals y in edupora. What is my range? Minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Make sure that the value lies between 0 and pi. Lies in the range. Okay. So in that minus pi by 2, pi by 2. What is my first step? 1 by 2 equals sine y. So what value of y is it? 1 by 2 is 30 degrees. So y equals pi divided by 6. So 1 by 2 equals sine pi by 6. So sine inverse of 1 by 2 it is going to be pi divided by 6. So let me substitute in the question. So what do I have? Cos inverse of 1 by 2, which is pi divided by 3 plus 2 times sine inverse of 1 by 2 pi divided by 6. So this gets cancelled. So I have pi by 3 plus pi by 3 is 2 pi by 3. So this is my answer. Okay. 13th question, sine inverse of x equals y. This is a pretty straightforward question. So y oda range y is definitely going to belong to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Other than a sine oda range, so it will be minus pi by 2 less than or equal to y equal to less than or equal to pi divided by 2. Okay, this is a very straightforward question. Moving on to 14th question. First tan inverse of root 3 pannalama. So this is equal to y. What is my range? It is going to be minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, excluding minus pi by 2 and pi by 2. So what do I have? Root 3 equals tan y. So y oda value for root 3 it will be 60 degrees, which is pi divided by 3. So this will be root 3 equals tan pi by 3. So tan inverse of root 3 is going to be pi divided by 3. So this is my first step. Second step secant. So I need secant inverse of minus 2. This I am going to write it as y. Secant in a domain, it will be 0 to pi, including 0 and pi, minus pi by 2. Correct? Cos oda value pi by 2 irukka mudiyadu. So excluding pi by 2. So I'll write minus 2 equals secant y. For calculation, I'll write 2 equals secant y. 2 enga irukku? Value of cos has to be 1 by 2. So 60 degree. So y equals pi by 3. So I have 2 equals secant pi by 3. But you know that there is a minus sign. So minus, minus. In the quadrant, cos negative, all, silver, tea, cups. When you're dealing with secant, you can also look for cos. So cos engala negative in my second quadrant and in my third quadrant. What is my range? 0 to pi. So I have to look for these two quadrants. So second quadrant, cos of pi minus theta equals minus cos theta. So I can also write this as secant of pi minus pi divided by 3. Cos it is applicable to secant also. Okay. So this will be minus 2. So I have minus 2 equals secant of 3 pi minus pi by 3, which is 2 pi divided by 3. So secant inverse of minus 2 equals 2 pi by 3. So this is the other value. If I calculate pannalama, tan inverse of root 3 is pi by 3. I have a minus secant inverse of minus 2 is 2 pi by 3. So idu renduthiyum panna I'll have minus pi divided by 3. Okay. So we are done with exercise 2.1. Let's move on to the next examples and exercise questions.